All right, notice is hereby given that the Board of Directors of the Green Mountain Water and Sanitation District of the County of Jefferson, State of Colorado will hold a special meeting PM December 15, 2022 at 13919 West Utah Avenue, Lakewood, Colorado 80228. This meeting will be held for the purpose of conducting business as may come before the board. This meeting is open to the public. Virtual meeting option for those who may not be able to attend in person. The district will offer the option of participating in this meeting via video/conference call. To attend, please go to https://us06web.zoom.us/j/895-332-25776 or call 669-900-6833 and enter the meeting ID 895-332-5776. To troubleshoot issues with the connection at the time of the meeting, please follow the link https://sections/en-us/sections/200-305-593-troubleshooting. If you still experience issues, email customer service at greenmountainwater.org and our IT staff will assist you as soon as possible. The district does not discriminate on the basis of race, age, national origin, color, creed, religion, sex, sexual orientation, or disability in the provision of services. People with disabilities and reasonable accommodation to attend or participate in a district board meeting can call 303-985-1581 or email customer service at greenmountainwater.org for assistance. Please give notice as far in advance as possible so we may accommodate your request. Agenda number 1 is called to order and declaration of a quorum. Jeff Baker present.
Todd Hooks present.
Karen Morgan present.
Roger Wendell present.
Dave, you want to unmute? Dave Wickman. I can see him on there. I'm going to go ahead and he is present. I'm going to declare a quorum. All 5 directors are present.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, we just declared a quorum. So agenda item number 2, directors matters, disclosure matters. Do the directors have anything to disclose? I see a no. Dave?
No.
Okay, no items. We're going to close that. Agenda item number 3, approval of and additions to and deletions from the agenda. I'm going to motion to add just a brief statement on the legal update on the exposition Kipling sewer that we got from our attorney Dylan. I'm going to move that to agenda item number 5, and then we will move 5 to 6. Do I have a second?
Second it.
We have a second. Do we have discussion?
Yes, can you clarify, are you just reading off the statement or are we discussing that and figuring out whether or not that is discussion?
Just a basic overview, you know, I'm not going to read it verbatim. I mean, I think we can just kind of cover the highlights and if we're good to go, and then some of the other issues, you know.
So you're thinking discussion?
Yeah. Okay. Any further discussion? Dave, you need to unmute.
I think I'm frozen up.
No, you're here.
We can hear you, can't see you.
Well, yeah, okay. Okay, there we are.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 We all 5-0 nays, so the motion passes. We'll be changing that. Any other additions or deletions to the agenda?
No.
There are none, so I will close that and we will move to public comment. Agenda item number 4 for pass motion of the Green Mountain Water and Sanitation Board of Directors, May 11, 2021. Members of the public wish to address the board during the public comment period are asked to keep the comments civil and related to the items in the agenda or to the conduct of the district business. Members of the public wishing to address the board will be recognized by the board to maintain proper decorum. Since Green Mountain Water and Sanitation District, we always offer additional opportunities for the public to provide comments by using the district email system or by phoning into customer service in the event they do not get on during the meeting during the period set aside for public comment. Any public comment in the room? I've seen none. Do we have, if you're online and you wish, please raise your hand. Going, and done. I'm closing public comment. We will move into agenda item number 5. And Dylan, I'm going to open the floor to you and Dave and Director Morgan to give us a brief overview of the exposition legal position.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. So I sent the email yesterday with the demand that the developer accept our cost sharing agreement now that we've received the bids by noon today. Prior to noon today, they responded through their attorney with, I suppose, a semi-acceptance and a counter proposal. And their counter proposal was that they would agree to pay 50% of the costs, as well as the legal, administrative, engineering associated costs, up to a maximum of $250,000. Essentially with the argument that that is in excess of 1/2 of the average of the bids received, excluding the $500,000 bid. My response to their attorney was that I didn't have authority or approval to accept or reject that, and that I recommended the board take it up this afternoon or this evening for consideration of whether that was an acceptable sort of compromise position.
We did have one caveat on there. I believe there's an additional line item for the Xcel Energy gas line, which came in at 30,000, and half of that would be 15. I believe with even the addition of that, with everything else, I believe we come under the ceiling that they set at 250,000.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Okay, with that being said, I'm going to make a motion to approve the moving forward with the legal acceptance from the developer on the exposition project.
I will second that.
We have a second. Do we have discussion?
What have we, I mean, I guess this is our first time, and so we're kind of setting a precedence here. I know we've said we want them to cover at least half. Well, the question is half of what? Do we have some sort of definition of what the costs are going to be?
Dave, that's what the whole thing with the bidding process. So half of the open bid that we motioned on and why we're here tonight, that came in at 410,000. So half of that, half of the engineering and administrative costs, and half of the Xcel, that would all come under their words. We would be under their threshold of 250,000. We've given them a full explanation of what half of the contractor costs, Xcel, and administrative and engineering costs are.
Well, on the one hand, it's not bad, but on the other hand, I guess I'm thinking, why should we do them any favors? If we sit there and say we're limiting it to $250,000, then is everybody going to come back and say everything's limited? And I don't really see any need to put a limit on it. We'll leave it at 50% of whatever we come up with. So
Well, this has been a heavily negotiated first time effort, and myself, I am very satisfied with the efforts of Director Morgan and former Director Garner, along with the staff. This has been in motion for probably about half a year now, 5 months. So myself, I'm good with it. And it's not, it's setting up a precedence that this is the first time we've actually done anything like this. So I think it was, I think things have worked well with the developer, with the district.
What do you think?
Yep, jump in.
Okay, I just would remind the board that the last time I sat up here at this table asking questions and giving you an update. I asked if the board intended to modify its instructions to me after I had presented the 50% deal. That notionally we agreed to, then we moved on to Dylan drafting the agreement. And the board gave me no new instructions, so as far as I'm concerned, we were at the 50% plus cost level. And it would be rather disingenuous of us to attempt at this point to walk that back. I don't think it'd get anybody to take our negotiations seriously in the future if we did that.
I agree. Do we have, Dave, any further comments? Roger? Aaron? Todd?
No.
Okay, no further comments. I'm going to call for a vote. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 Dave? Dave, we can't hear you.
Well, I'm not saying aye. If you said nay, I say nay.
Oh, nay.
All right. So we have 4 ayes. All against, say nay.
Nay.
Thank you, Dave. Okay, the motion passes. We're good to go. Dylan, or did you copy all that? Is that a good motion, and are you clear?
Yep, sounds good. I will finalize the cost sharing agreement and get that out to them tomorrow.
So Chris Hayes, you're on the phone. Do you want to unmute? Do you have any further questions while I've got former Director Garner here? And do you have any comments on that?
I don't. I thank you guys. I just kind of jumped in this. I've been with them for about a month, so seemed fair to me. So I appreciate it.
Okay, well,
Thank
thank you
you.
for attending tonight.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna close agenda item number. Hey, have a safe trip and a good party. Oh, okay. Thought you were heading out. All right. Okay, we're gonna open up agenda item number 6, directors matters, and we're gonna have discussion of the 4 construction bids for the Kipling sewer line. I'm opening it up.
I will say I read all of the bids, did my own analysis of all of the numbers. I see there was a analysis also sent out today. This was a little rushed for me. So thank you to everyone who was answering my calls while I was running around crazy trying to get answers to whoever I could reach and could understand me while I'm going crazy. I think it comes down to in this, the biggest cost save is they appear to have a stockpile of pipes that they can charge much less than going rates for. But even if they didn't, anybody else go through all of the bids? Yeah. I mean, they had a very complete, overwhelming package, right? I mean, so you couldn't make it. It would be
Well, I can
hard
tell you,
to-
so our architectural firm has used them for probably over 30 years. And I was asking anybody if they had any complaints and they said no. So I feel very comfortable with them as the low bid person.
And we used them at my former employer over and over and over, and
They're a big
literally,
company.
they're
Yes.
gold standard, so.
So very good.
Ready for a vote? You need to make a
Well,
motion.
she's
Um,
got-
Oh, you're still got more. I'm sorry.
By the way, my name's Rick Donovan. I'm with Brandon Companies, been with them 28 years. Sam, thank you for sending me the link to attend this meeting. In case anybody had any questions or concerns, I certainly wanted to be on.
Well,
I go by Rick, but it says Clyde up there. That's my official name.
All right, Rick.
Thank you.
I'm glad you said that. We wouldn't have known who you were, but so thank you. But yes, and thank you for, I don't know that there are any questions, because even if it said we may be interested in looking at this, you included it and you were the only firm that did that. So any question we may have, you already preemptively answered. So that was great.
We have history with Green Mountain. It's been some years, but nothing negative, and look forward to the project. Got a good team and can handle this type of work. This is what.
Thanks, Rick.
Okay, that's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
The bids.
Dave, Roger, do you have any questions or comments?
Well, I don't know them. The name sounded familiar. I did a Google search on them, and everything that came out was, sterling. So near as I can tell, they seem to be good folks. The only thing I thought was kind of weird was some of their numbers were dramatically different than some of the others. But as everybody said, they have some unique circumstances, and so be it. So no, I have no objections.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I went over the bid cap to directors, and we're comfortable where we're at, where we have a lot of experience, have been doing this a long time. People of good character, been in business since 1906, and good experience. So,
Well, since I got a hold of you, when I was doing my internet search, there was branding constructions around the country. Are you all affiliated with all of them, or are they just coincidence they have the same name as you?
no, we're private owned, and here in the Denver metro area since 1906. There's Brandon Sand and Gravel, Brandon Ready Mix. We have an aggregate division, and Brandon Construction Company, which, some of these
Anyway,
different divisions operate under a different tax ID, but we're all under the same umbrella. And like I said, been in business 116 years.
Okay.
Good ownership. I've been here a long time.
Well, anyway, when I was doing the BBB, Better Business Bureau, Ohio was coming up and Florida. And they were all good, but like I say, got me thinking: are you super national company?
No. Actually, we are our aggregate division. We have a large aggregate property down in Lamar. We run a train now, which started this within the last year, a 100-car train to Dallas, Texas once a week. Other than that, all of our work happens to Colorado.
Okay, well, just curious.
Yeah. Ready to make a motion?
Yeah, I had to let them finish.
Okay.
Dave, any further comments, or Roger?
No.
All right. I'm gonna move to Directors Matters 6B. I'm gonna motion to award Brandon the contract for the Kipling / Exposition project.
I'll second it.
We have a second. Do we have discussion?
Maybe. I don't know if it's a separate, but during that, not to dispute sending it to them, I would like to suggest that there's a provision in the contract in this proposal that the project has to get started within 10 days. Might be worth extending that since I don't know if that's something that we can do.
Rick, do you guys have trouble with spinning up within 10 days?
Yeah, I have no issue with it. It'll take a little while to get the submittals together. We should be able to get them together quick. Somebody's going to have to approve those. The permit is going to take traffic control plan. I assume on Kipling that's going to have to go to Lakewood and CDOT both.
Yes.
Yeah, but we can start it, the process, and I'm prepared to go on the project as soon as we can get all that in place.
Hey, Jeff Tyus, have you, I know you had talked about staff reaching out to CDOT and City of Lakewood. Were there any red flags or anything that you would foresee causing a delay in any of this?
No, we've actually been already working on a lot of those permits with the engineering firm, so we'll get with you on where we're at on those.
Okay. Further questions? No further questions. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 I said aye.
Was that okay?
I was
I
an
can't
aye.
see it. I'm okay. So we have 5 ayes, 0 nays. The motion passes. The final down selection will be Brandon. They will be awarded the project. And thanks, Rick, for joining us tonight. Dylan, do you have anything to add to this conversation at this time?
Nope, you covered everything I wanted covered.
Before you
Okay.
leave, I do have a question. I was waiting until after the vote because it doesn't affect my vote. And I'm thinking we probably covered it earlier. But of course, we've been at it for months. And so I just don't remember the details. And I'm thinking I probably would like to know. Now, are we going to be coordinating with the city of Lakewood? Because, you know, they are always paving their streets all the time. And are we going to somehow be compatible with them? Are we going to be at odds with them? I mean, doing the same job twice? Or is there any sort of coordination?
That would be to you, Jeff.
Yes, we've been talking to City of Lakewood for months now about this job.
So Dave, unlike that, you know, if they would have, this is kind of my consternation with the city of Lakewood, but so if you look down on Mississippi or Kentucky, the job that was just done down there, they just re-asphalted that. And we actually have a project coming up and they just seem oblivious to any of this. So anyway, we do our due diligence, but yeah, that would have been nice to coordinate our #1 project that's coming up online. But there doesn't seem to be any connectivity with Lakewood around that, so.
Since the project got modified to run a perpendicular line, so we're tearing up a lot less of Kipling because it's just going across Kipling. Instead of going.
Anyway, we're trying as best we can. And if it's not happening, it's not on us.
There you go.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
We have discussion? No discussion, all in favor, say aye.
I. See that?
The motion passes. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays to everybody. Thank you for joining in tonight. Rick, thank you very much, Dylan. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Absolutely.